All right, welcome to Camp Carmy. Zach and I are here in front of our tent that's in our living room. Zach brought Teddy. He brought his trail mix for his snacks, and we're going to read another camp themed book for you guys today. And this is one of my favorite ones. And I actually went into the classroom the other day to clear out your desks, and I wanted to make sure I found this book because it's so cute, and especially for when we start off about to go off for summer vacation. And this is called Arthur Goes to Camp by Mark Brown. And I love Arthur books. Do you love Arthur books?
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good. And do you love books about camping?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm not going, said Arthur. Arthur, you'll love camp. Think of all the new friends you'll make, said his mother. I have fond memories of my own camp days, said Arthur's father. Camp will teach you about the great outdoors. I'm not going, said Arthur. Arthur was at the camp bus stop the next morning. Buster was standing with a new kid. He's got 100 comic books in his footlocker, squealed Buster, pointing to the brain. Francine was there, too. You guys better watch out. Tent 3 is full of bats and snakes, she yelled out the window. It's going to be just like school, the girls against the boys, thought Arthur. That's not what school's like, is it? Is school girls against the boys?
No.
No. Everybody's friends. Oh, it's called Camp Horsewater. When the bus passed Camp Horsewater, even the girls stopped teasing. Look at those guys, said Buster. They're going to be in great shape for our scavenger hunt. No wonder they always win. That's no camp. That's a zoo, said Arthur. And then look, his letter says, Dear Mom and Dad, I'm not at camp yet. I'm very homesick and I miss you very much. Please write soon. Love, Arthur. Things were different at Camp Meadowcroak. Well, at least for the girls. I'll do my best to make this a wonderful summer for you, said the girls' counselor, Becky. Even Muffy looked eager when she pulled up in her limousine. Where do I plug in my air conditioner? She said. The boys' counselor was a different story. Attention, men, line up, barked Rocky. Stand up straight, suck in those guts. I've never seen such soft, fluffy, flabby bunch. No dessert for you men this summer. Muffy had brought her own dessert. After dinner, that tasted like macaroni and fleas and worm burgers, she opened her trunk. The girls dug in. At bedtime, Muffy discovered the tent had no electricity. How will I brush my teeth? She moaned. The boys were too tired from all of their running and push-ups to think about brushing their teeth. They crawled under the covers. Arthur screamed, Amphibians! How fascinating, said the brain. Look, there's frogs in their beds. I wouldn't like that. No, they're frogs, said Buster. Just wait till we get a hold of those girls, said Arthur. Dear Mom and Dad, camp is terrible, just like I thought. The food is bad. I'm still very homesick. Please come and get me. Love, Arthur. So I think the girls put those frogs in their beds as a trick. Is that a nice trick?
No.
It's kind of funny, though. Forget about the frogs, said the girls. You guys better start worrying about the softball game instead. The girls were beating the boys at everything. Disgusting, said Rocky. I'll never live this down. Let's see you do the dead man's float, Buster. Have a good trip, Brain. Hey, Four Eyes, need new glasses? He's like, oh. In fact, all that week, the girls were great campers. They built campfires, pitched tents, tied knots, identified plants. All the boys could find were poison ivy. Rocky hid in his cabin. Arthur wrote postcards home. Dear Mom and Dad, I miss you and I cried when I read your letter. When are you coming to get me? Camp is gross. Love, Arthur. Uh-oh, it says Itchy Creek. Arthur had a lot to write about. The frogs in his bed were bad enough, but now really weird things were starting to happen. The girls thought the boys threw a smoke bomb in their tents. The girls thought the boys took all their clothes. Oh no. Their underwear's up the flagpole.
Mm-hmm.
But one night, everybody heard strange noises and footsteps in the woods. It had to be someone else. Dear Mom and Dad, this place gives me the creeps. I've got to get out of here. Love, Arthur. I think they're just ignoring his letters. Everyone was too scared to tell ghost stories. We have to do something, said the brain. Let's stand and watch tonight and find out what's going on. Woo! Grrr, woo! So that's it. Camp Horsewater, whispered Buster. They've been trying to scare us all along. Don't worry, we'll fix them tomorrow at the scavenger hunt, said the brain. I've got a plan, but we'll need the girls' help. Arthur had a plan too. He decided to run away. Dear Mom and Dad, I decided not to wait for you to come and get me. I think I can remember how to get home. Love, Arthur. Is that a good idea? Should he run away? No. Mm-mm. The next morning, Becky read a list of things to find and be back at sunset, she said. The brain nudged Francine. Time for phase 1 of the plan, he whispered. Watch out for bears. The woods are full of them, he yelled at the Horsewater kids. They just laughed. Nobody noticed Arthur sneaking away. There's Arthur sneaking away. And it says, welcome to the annual Meadow Croak Horsewater Scavenger Hunt. These are the things they need to find. Frog, oak leaf, balloon, sunglasses, sneaker, banana, alarm clock, flashlight. Everybody was in the woods looking for things. Strange noises started coming from the bushes. Suddenly, a huge furry animal burst from the underbrush. A bear, hollered Muffy and Buster and Francine, trying not to giggle. I don't think that's a bear. Somebody trying to trick them. When the Meadow Croak team started hunting again, the bear helped too. How can you wear this coat? Muffy said. Muffy, the brain's voice floated out of the fur. It's so hot. It's never too hot for mink, said Muffy. Our plan really worked, but we still haven't found the flashlight. Has anyone seen Arthur? Said Buster. It doesn't matter if the Horsewater team never comes down from the trees. We can't win if we don't have everything, groaned Francine. Meanwhile, it was getting dark and Arthur was lost. He heard strange noises. Were they footsteps? Arthur reached into his backpack for his flashlight and he snapped it on. A flashlight! We won! 3 cheers for Arthur! Dear Mom and Dad, the scavenger hunt was great. Camp is great. I want to come back next year. So did Arthur change his mind about camp, Zach? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he ended up really liking it. Very cool. All right. And then look on the back. There's all the different Arthur books that you guys might be able to read. When the libraries open up, maybe you guys can get some Arthur books. Maybe we will. Would you like to get some? Mm-hmm. It'd be fun. Bye, boys and girls. Bye from Camp Carmy. Say bye from Camp Carmy.
Bye from Camp Carmy.